As a digital marketer, it is very important that you can manage websites. Now, obviously, your job is not to design websites. Your job is not necessarily to be creating websites, but one of your job role is to be able to optimize a website for the purpose of achieving your marketing objectives. So you must learn how to optimize a landing page. You must learn how to optimize the back end of the website, increase the speed of the website, know, troubleshoot what is going on, why you are not converting from the, and all things will help you in achieving your goal. Also, there is no way you will do search engine optimization without having a sound knowledge of web designing. So today we will be looking at that. We'll be taking a closer look at how you can manage a WordPress website. So at the end of the lesson, you will be able to create your own personal website. And the project for this course, for this lesson, is you are going to create a personal portfolio website, which you will do by yourself, following the steps that will be outlined for you in this course. So you are welcome. Hopefully, we are trusting God to help us to be able to cover a huge ground this morning, and we'll see how far we can go. Now, let me start by saying WordPress is in web design. Basically, there are two major ways to achieve the design of a website. Number one is to program the website, to code the website. You use any of the programming language that is convenient for you: HTML, CSS, JavaScript. You combine these languages together to achieve what you want to get from your website. So basically, they call this front-end web development. Then at the back end, there are some other things that are involved, making use of other programming language also. Now, that is one way, using programming languages. Another way is to make use of content management systems, which does not involve coding at all. So the content management system, we have different content management systems. If you go to Google and make a search for CMS, that's the acronyms for it. So if you search for CMS for web development, you will see a lot of them. Let me share my screen to show you that now. All right. So you can see different content management system software for web development. You can see WordPress, you can see Joomla, you can see Drupal. Basically, these first three are the top three. That's just the truth. These are the top three CMS system: WordPress, Joomla, Drupal, Magento, and the rest. Now, in course, we'll be making use of WordPress because that's the most common of them all. And I think it's still the best of all. It's the best of all. So we'll be making use of WordPress, and we'll be using WordPress in this course, and hopefully we are going to be able to achieve greatness together. So it's going to be an interesting one. Web designing is a lucrative business to do and also an interesting business to do. So it will really be of great value to you. I will go straight now to my dashboard, or okay, I will start from the basic aspects of when, then we'll move on from there. Give me a few seconds. Let me attend to something here. Okay, let's proceed. So, all right. So the first thing you have to understand about web designing is that web designing, making use of WordPress, is that you need WordPress account. That's just normal thing. You'll be using their software, so you need a WordPress account. Then you need a hosting account that will host your domain and that will host your content, the content of your website. So those three things are very important. You need an account for WordPress, you need an account for hosting, you need an account for your domain hosting and web hosting. Now, to make things easier, creating your WordPress account, you don't have to go to wordpress.org or wordpress.com. Just go through your hosting platform, install your WordPress from there. It will make it easier for you to create and install your WordPress. So you need to install your WordPress on the link on the domain of the website. So what is a domain? A domain is simply the web address. So you know that already. Your domain is just your web address. That is something like www.afterschoolacademy.ng. So that is a domain. That is what makes it possible for you to be able to access the website. Then we have what we call your hosting account. So your hosting account is where your website files are stored. So your WordPress content are stored in that server. So that you are allowed to store your content in a particular server, and the organization that provides that opportunity for you, that provides that server for you to store your file, just like you have your own storage file also, is the hosting platform. So there are two basic ways to host your WordPress website, and we'll be making use of the two ways in this course, especially because we are not expecting you to invest in buying a hosting for now. You have to do that after the class or when you are dealing with your clients. We will show you how to do that also. But for this program and for the project you'll be handling in this program, you'll be making use of local host. That's the second way. So you'll be hosting your WordPress on your system. So you will be making use of your system resources as your server to host your WordPress website. So you will not be making use of the normal online server, the hosting platform. So that will make it easier for you to get started. And even after you have continued, after you have been building your website, you will still be making use of local hosts, especially to try out some tools, to try out some web design skills. And also sometimes you want to build a prototype for your client, and you don't want to go ahead and be don't want to go ahead and make investment yet on you don't want to go and make investment on buying domain, buying hosting when the client has not even agreed with on the contract or something like that. So you want to be able to create your prototype for free. So the local host will help you in doing that. And for us to be able to do that, that's where we are going to start from. So you go to So I will drop the website now. So that I can get it. localwp.com. You go to localwp.com. So I'm going to display that for us. So let me display that. So that's the website, localwp.com. So you go there. Let me share my screen. So we've started. We're moving on. So all the theoretical aspects will be done after the class. Before, I used to take the theoretical part before the practical class, but I found out that at the end of the day, the students are more confused than I expect. So it is better we start with the practical, and as we are going in the practical class, you will have some questions, which by the time we are dealing with the theoretical aspect, we'll be able to answer those questions. So it's better we move like this. That's why I have not bothered myself so much about explaining a domain, a subdomain, trying to explain different kind of hosting, all those things. We'll do that later. But for now, let's get into the work. So this is localwp.com, where you can download a local WordPress development tool. So it's an effortless way to develop WordPress sites locally, and it's available for you for free from WP Engine. Obviously, nothing is free online, so you can take your time and read through their policy. So that will make you to know what you are giving out when downloading the free software. So you download it, and after downloading it, you install it on your machine. That is on your you install it on your system. So after you have done that, then you have what you will use as your local host for your WordPress website. Good. Now, let's stop that and let's proceed. So, for every WordPress website, so let me open the local host for you. Okay, I did not even show you how to download it. Let me go back. Why am I moving so fast? Sorry about that. Okay, this is the website. So let's go ahead and download it. Download for free. So you choose your platform, Windows, you fill in your details, then you click get it now. So it's a little bit heavy. It's almost 600 MB to download that. So I've downloaded that already. So I will just pause it, cancel it. So that's how to download your all right. So that's download your local WordPress development to your local host. So let's proceed now. So I'm going to so now let me show you how we are going to approach this web design class, because I want you to really get what we are doing perfectly. So I'll be following the same method you will have to follow when you sorry please, my system is slowing something down. Okay, so you are back now. All right, so you are welcome.
Thank you.
Okay, so while you are away, I was trying to explain that in building a website, there are two type of hosting that you can make use of. And how did I arrive at the point of hosting? What actually happened was that when you are designing a website, you can either program the website using programming languages, or you you make use of content management systems. I believe you are around while I was talking about that. Now, after you
Yeah.
have been able to ascertain the approach, yeah, after you have ascertained the approach you want to use to create your website, both are good. That's just the truth. Both are good. You can make use of programming languages if you are good in programming, or you can make use of content management system. Now, the advantages of programming language, making use of coding over content management system, basically is all about the security. Even though the content management systems now have some external security platforms that can make them to be more secured. Then also, because it was programmed, it will not be easier for anyone to just maneuver with that kind of website. So, but most organizations these days are going for content management system websites, and that is because it is easier to manage. If someone programmed a website for you, you have to always call on the programmer whenever you need to make a change, whenever you need to adjust something. But if it's a content management system website, it is easier for you to manage it because you can easily interact with the dashboard, and at the same time, you don't really need to be you don't really need to have the knowledge of programming for you to be able to handle those kind of uh, for you to be able to handle the website. So many people are now going for content management systems. It is easier to handle, easier to manage, and you can get great results with them. So one of the content management system, the best of them all, is WordPress. You might have heard of WordPress before. So we'll be making use of WordPress in this program. And I said that in your website basically must be hosted, because you must keep the files of your website somewhere. Whenever people make a search for your website, that search will lead them to your server where your files are saved. And it is on that portion of the server that you will now get a feedback. So where you are saving your files is what we call the hosting platform, or yes, the hosting platform. So you host your domain, then your domain is the web address, then you also host the so you host your domain and you host your website files. So these two things are very important for the success of your website. Okay, so having understood that very well, I now move on to say in this program, to make it easier for every one of us and to make it easier for you, you will be making use of a local hosting platform. Basically, you can make use of two local hosting platforms in which an online hosting or a local host. So local host is you are hosting it by yourself on your system, on your machine. Then the online host is you pay an hosting platform to host your website files and your domain for you. So to get started, you will be making use of a local host because we don't want you to have issue with not being able to invest in. You don't need to start by investing in hosting now because hosting also can be expensive. So you just to try out your skills and to do your learning, you'll be making use of local host. And that's why I recommended you download local WP. You go to localwp.com and you download the local host from there, just as I have displayed here. That's the web address, and you have seen how to download that from the beginning. Okay, so that's just a recap of what I've been saying. Now, having done that, we now go ahead to open the local app. So that will help us to see how you can make use of the local app to install your WordPress. Then after doing that, I will now show you how to proceed. So let me go ahead and open my local host app. So a few seconds and I'll be back with you. So another advantage of the local host is that it consumes less of data because you only need to make use of data when you want to install your plugins and your themes. But I don't want to talk about plugins and themes now until we enter into the WordPress dashboard. So my local is getting ready. Okay. All right. So let me share to take you through the local host, how it looks like, and you'll be able to have a good grasp of it. Okay, beautiful. So now this is how the local host will open. When you are just starting, it will not, you won't have any website here. None of these websites will be displayed. So these are two websites that I have tried out in order to just check out some things and to do some works. Now, this is your account. So you create an account with them and also to help you recover your files later in the future. Okay, so to create a new site, because I already have some sites here, you can have as many sites as possible. Because I already have some sites, I will have to click the plus sign. But for you that you are opening a new site, you won't have to do that. Okay, maybe I should, let me take you through that. Let me see, let me remove this website, delete. So I want to show you how it looks like when starting from the beginning. So I will try to take it gently. So you will, So there are some times you will have some notifications. So just try your best to accept those notifications. It is because you are making use of your system like a server to host content. So now you can see, looks like you haven't created any sites yet. So let's go ahead. Let's create our first site. So let's get in. It's time to build our website. Let's go straight into it. Beautiful. So create a new site. So what is the name of the website? So let's say student portfolio. Portfolio. So that's the name of the website. And you can give it your domain name. Don't worry about this one. Just leave it like this. This is the part for your website. And this is what you will need when you want to take the website to an online hosting. So you will need to know where this part is in your system to be able to locate your files. But I will talk about this later before the end of the program so that you will know how to export your website. So studentportfolio.local, I can change this to .com if I want. It doesn't have to be local. So let me leave it at .com. Don't forget, this domain is being hosted on your system, so it's not necessarily a domain that you have paid for. So just continue and leave it at preferred. Continue. So the username, let me just use students ASA, or let me use ASA students, that is after school academy students. So WordPress password, students at ASA class. So let me see it, students at ASA class. Hopefully I will not forget. Email, let me use my email. Okay. So is this a WordPress multi-site? No, just leave it as no, don't worry. So add site. So now your website is being created and your database will be created. So two things are very important. Two files will be created for you, your database and the WordPress file. So, and you have to have that in your mind. Even when you want to move your website from one hosting to another hosting, you need those two things: the database file, the SQL database file, then the WordPress file. This information I just give you now is very important. Keep it at the back of your mind because you will need it when moving websites, and it can be frustrating, very frustrating sometimes. Now, so it will take some seconds depending on the speed of your laptop, of your system, the resources you have on your system for this guy to finish uploading. So while that is going on, I will just move on and hopefully we we're getting there. Okay, so let's continue. So we are currently installing the portfolio. So after the installation has completed, you will have your login details, then you will have your password, and you log in into WordPress. So basically, to log into WordPress, you have to write your domain. So domain should be, so your web address, sorry, the address to log into WordPress will be HTTPS or HTTP, depending. HTTP, because most times after installing, so I need to accept an administrative notification. Let me do that. So I've done that. Okay. So as I was saying, so you go to the web address, your domain.com/wp-admin. So that's where you will get your login details for any WordPress website. So that's the address, your domain.com/wp-admin. And so now I want to proceed. I already have another domain that I'll be making use of, and that is the domain you have. Okay, let me share my screen. It's like you're not seeing me now. So let me leave that one to be installing in background while I share my screen. All right. So this is what you will have when you log into your domain/wp-admin. So this is what you will have. Don't worry about dash login. It's still the same page you will land. You will get to. So this is the WordPress login page, and I want you to follow me from here very well, because this is where it gets interesting, and I will not bother you so much about the earlier stage. This is where we want you to start from. So even when you are handling your client website, most times this is the area where you will get started from. Most people will not allow you to have access to the back end. So you won't have access to the cPanel. Most times they will not allow you to access to the earlier stage. So you will come in from this stage. So that's where we are starting from. Although I will still show you what is going on behind the scene, especially when you want to move your website files or you want to alter some things on your server. So you still need to know how to handle that. So, but you start from here. So I will log in now to the WordPress that I have installed. So your client will give you the WordPress login details, and you will come to this page. They will give you the web address, they will give you the link. For this now, the link is my domain, which is yolakitaro.com.ng slash wp-admin, or you can use wp-login, anyone you want to make use of. It's still the same thing. It will give you the same result. Okay, so let's continue. So let me log in with my details. So for this, my username should be what now? Can I remember this? Hopefully I can remember this. Then my password. Okay, so my password is okay. Let me see if I can still get that. So I want to try and log in. Okay, it works. So I've logged into, so you can see we are back at wp-admin. Yolakitaro wp-. That's the web address. That's what you will get. So now when you log in, after you have installed, so while you are away, I have already shown, so maybe when you are watching the recording, you will see how to install this WordPress. So I've already done that while you are away. So when you watch the recording, you will see
All
it.
right, sir.
To save, yeah. So that will help us to save our time. Okay.
Yes,
So
sir.
let me proceed from there. Thank you. So now this is your WordPress dashboard. This is how WordPress look like. This is the back end. They call it dashboard. Some people call it back end. So this is what you will see for a new installation of WordPress. And you will see welcome to WordPress. They will have some information for you. Now, when you install WordPress, based on your hosting platform, you might have some pre-installed plugins. We call them plugins. Now, I will go ahead and explain what plugins are to you. But before I do that, let me firstly show you the first thing you need to do when you have your WordPress installed like this. So you go to your screen options. Personally, I don't like all these things that are showing here. So I want my dashboard to be clean. So I will go to screen options at the top. So I believe you can see the screen options here. So you click on it,
Yeah.
then you can, good. So you can untick everything you have here. So I don't want any of them. So I've unticked it. So you can see I have a clean dashboard now. Good. Then go to your, just follow me as I'm proceeding. Go to your post or post. Now, posts are what people call your blogs, your blog post. For instance, if I go to my website now, to go to your website, just over at the top of where you see the home symbol or the name of your website, then you will see visit site. Right click on it and open in a new tab. So you will see your website. Let me show you what I'm seeing now. Probably I will need to change the way I'm sharing screen. I will need to make use of, sorry, so that I will not be going back and forth. Can I share entire screen? Yes. So let me share my entire screen, even though that's not the best way to go about it. But I need to be switching. Okay. So you can see the website. Can you see the bird, that bird image?
Yeah.
I want to be sure you are seeing the bird image. Okay, good. So if you scroll down, you will see hello world. That's the only post on this website at the moment, hello world. So if I go to my dashboard, you will see that post here. This is hello world post. So I want to remove it. I will just tick here, go to bulk actions, move to trash, then and reapply. So I've removed all the posts I have here. Those posts are there automatically. So when if I refresh my website now, you can see the hello word has disappeared, sorry. So that hello word is just a post. So I've deleted it and it's no longer here again. So let's go back. Now let's see pages. Let's go to pages. So pages are pages. Those are your website pages. Now the difference between a page and a post is that when you make a post, uh, it's it is regarded as a blog post. But when you create a page, what you have done is just you how should I explain this now? Okay, now your website pages are static pages. Good. They are static pages. But for your blogs are just what you upload them, you renew them because you are writing some posts. So you create new posts almost every time. But when it comes to your pages remains the same forever. So you have your home page, you have your contact page, you have your, okay, maybe I should show you a website and use that to explain. So which website now? Let me just go to a generic website. So you can get what I'm trying to explain. Now, this is a website now. Okay. If you look at this website, you will see the logo, you will see software, something like this. You will see pricing, you will see resources. Now, and they have their blog here. Let me right click and open this blog on another page. This is what we call the home page. Home page basically is the first thing you will see when you enter into a website. So when you click on the domain of that website, where you will get to is your home page. And that is the most important page on the website. Now, this website now has different other pages, like this marketing up page, sales up page, CMS up pages. This is even a very huge website. So they have a lot of pages. But if you go to their blogs, this is the blog page. So all these things now are posts that have been integrated into the blog page. So if I click any of them now, I want to show you the difference between a blog post and a page. So this is the blog post now. Look at the layout. You can see it's more or less like you are reading through a novel or you are reading through an article. But if you go to a regular page, we have different kind of it will have different kind of options that will lead you and direct you to different places on the website. That is not true for a blog page. A blog page is basically where you reveal your articles and to help you have a good ranking on search engines. So I think that's one of the best way to explain it. But as you proceed, you will understand it better. So I'm just trying to make you to understand that there is a difference between a post and a page. Okay, so let's continue. So I want to delete all the pages I have. Currently, I have 2 pages on this website. So I want to delete these 2 pages. So I will apply. The reason why I'm doing all this is so that by the time we start, we are starting on a clean slate. You will know the reason why we are doing anything we are doing. So this often mustard, something like this, all these ones, they are plugins, and I will show you where they are. So you go to plugins. Now, in WordPress, we have what we call your plugins and your themes. Your theme affects the look and the appearance of your website. If you look at this website now, this is the appearance of this website at the moment. This is the look. What makes it to look like this is the theme. THEME. Now, plugins will help you to add more functionality to your website. Why must you use plugins? Don't forget, this is a content management system in which you don't want to be coding. You don't have a knowledge of programming language. So some guys has make your work easier. Many things that you need to make use of programming language to achieve, they have been able to create a plugin for it to make it possible for you to be able to achieve those things. Because sometimes WordPress might be limited. So plugins are just a way of increasing the ability of the WordPress. Plugins are just a way of adding value to the WordPress to make it better. So that's what we call plugins. And there are some plugins that have been installed in the process of installing this WordPress from my hosting platform. So I just want to delete everything. I will firstly deactivate it. So you deactivate everything first before you delete. So I will apply. So all the plugins have been deactivated. So I will now go ahead and delete them. So select and delete. So I will be asked that, did I want to delete? Yes, I want to. So I'm deleting all the plugins now. so that we can start on a clean note. You can see this list here as used. That was because we have deleted all the plugins. So now let's come to users. So under users, that is where you can add administrators to your WordPress website. For instance, if someone wants you to manage their website and they want to bring you in as an administrator on the website, so the only thing they need to do is to come to user and they can add new user. So they will just click add new. They will put the username that the person will use to register to access the website. They will put the first name, the last name, then they generate a password for the person, or they decide to put in their own password. Then they can select the role of the person. So if you want to give that individual a full access to your website, then you make the person administrator, then you add new user. So that person can also log in into the website dashboard and they can make changes on your behalf. So that's the essence of the user. So currently I have just only one user here, and that is I. So that's my, because I was the one that created the WordPress login page. So that's my, now, another thing you need is come to settings. Okay, we've jumped something. Appearance. How did I go to plugin without talking about appearance? So before we go to plugins, let's come back to appearance. So can you see appearance here? Hello?
Yes, I
Good.
can.
So under appearance, all right. So under appearance, you will see what I was talking about before, themes. So let's click on themes. Let's see what we have under themes. So now currently we have like three themes that have been installed on this WordPress. And the one that is currently active is this 2022 theme. So if I click on theme details, you will see it here. And if I go back to my website, we see that we have something similar to that. So let's say I decided to, so let's say I close this theme now, and I decided to make use of this 2020 theme. See what will happen. So let's say I activate this. So I've deactivated the 2022 theme. I'm making use of 2020 now. You can see active. So let me go back to my website. Let me refresh it. So you will see what will happen. So can you see that now? The layout is now
Yes,
different.
that's
So your theme is just the appearance of the website. It gives the website a look, a feel. And that is how WordPress works. WordPress works with themes, WordPress works with plugins. Those two things are the backbone of your website. They are the foundation for your website. In fact, without a theme, you can't have a WordPress website. So themes are very important. And you can select your own theme. You can make use of a new theme. In fact, in this project, you will be making use of another. We won't be using any of these themes. So let's start by deleting some of these themes. Now, you can delete all the themes like we did for plugins, for posts, for pages. You must always have at least one theme active. So let me delete this. Go to delete. Okay. The reason why I'm doing that is you want to try and ensure you keep your site lighter as light as possible. So all these unnecessary themes, they will be making your site to be heavy. And when your site is heavy, it will be difficult for it will increase the load time. So it will be slowing down your website. So that's why it's better anything you are not using, you delete them. So let's see how we can add. Okay, yes, let's see how we can add a new theme. Or before we do that, let's complete with our walkthrough. So we started from dashboard. I just want to recap now. So we started from dashboard, and at the dashboard level, we try to remove all those things that were showing before. I've removed them. Then we come to our post, I deleted everything under post. Then media, we can't have any media for now because I've not uploaded anything yet. So no items in the media. So you can see that. So media is where you store your files, your uploads. Maybe you want people to download something from your website. You want to upload an image. You want to upload a video. Everything will be saved in your media. Then your pages, these are your website's unique pages. Yes, that's the word, unique pages. So basically, your website will have your home page, your about us page, your what again? Your home page, your about us page, your service page, your contact page. So you might have been seeing that in websites. So those are the things your websites we have. So those are the things we call pages. Currently, we don't have any page on this website, so it's clean. So comment are the things people have written about on your blogs. So you will see them here. Then we have your appearance. That is the look of your website. That is what gives skeleton. That's the skeleton of your website. It was gives a rigidity and look to your website. Then you have your plugins. Plugins add more value to your website. It helps you to be able to achieve some things that naturally you have to do by programming, but plugins help to add more, give you more ability to do great things with your website, with your WordPress website. And users is where you select people who administer your website, and you can add new user at this level. Then tools. So available tools. So you can import, you can export, all these things are there for you. If you want to install another WordPress, if you want to export your WordPress website, so you will download all your WordPress files. So this is a way in which you want to move your WordPress website to another place. You can download your WordPress installation and you can select anything you want to include in it, or you click all content. So that will download all your WordPress website. Basically, when you are moving your website to another hosting platform. But we are not going into that for now. Then now, lastly, we come to our settings. So let's quickly do some settings. Please pay attention here. Now, sometimes if you just hit WordPress, your tagline might be just another WordPress site, and you don't want that. If you look at my tab here, you can see when I hover on the website address, is showing the tagline, just another WordPress site. So I don't want it to be just another WordPress site. I want to put my own digital marketer, digital marketing expert. So that's what I want. Instead of just another WordPress website, I want this to be shown. So it tells you in a few words what the site is all about. Please, if you do not understand anything, let me know. Then under membership, you have to
I
allow, okay, good. You have to allow for membership. If you do not do this, if you do not allow for membership, that means people will not be able to register on your website. And there are sometimes there might be a need for registration on your website. Like if you are accepting payments, people might need to register their account so that they won't have to be registering every time they want to access your payment platform. So you need to tick that. Membership should be ticked. Then your site language, you can leave it as English United States. Your time zone, make sure your time zone is UTC+1. This will help you whenever you are scheduling a post. You can schedule post on WordPress. So leave it as UTC+1. You can leave these ones like that. Then your week starts on Sunday. Then click on Save Changes. So if I reload my website now, I should not be seeing just another website again. If I'm still seeing just another website, then that means you can see now digital marketing expert. So that has been corrected. So that is under the general settings. Let's go to writing now. Settings under writing. basically you don't have much to do here. Your default post format should be standard, unless if you are creating maybe you are writing a vlog, so in which what you always upload is videos, so you might want to put it on video. But if not, just leave it as standard. Standard allows you to be able to upload or make use of different post formats. So it can be video, it can be text, it can be images, anything. So standard covers for everything. So your default post category, just leave it as uncategorized. So we don't have anything to change here. Just move on to reading. So under your reading, blog pages show at most how many? So on your blog page, where you have the list of your blogs, how many posts do you want to reveal? So you can leave it at 10. Just leave these ones. Now, for each post in a feed, include excerpt. So on your blog page feed, you want to show excerpt, not the full text. You want people to be able to click see more. So that's how you ensure that is what you have. So let me give you a practical experience, practical illustration of that. Okay. So let's see Linda Ikeji's blogs or what's. So I'm opening a particular blog site now. I want to show you what that excerpt means. Now, this is a blog website. If you look here, you will see read more. So it is because this website has been set to be what? Has been set to excerpt. That is why they can only show the excerpt, these few statements. Then you continue to read more on the blog page. So that's how they achieve that, by setting this for each post in a feed. This is the feed. So this individual now is making use of his own page as the blog feed. So this is the blog feed, and she has a lot of posts on the feed. So I think maybe she set her own to infinity or something, or it will still have numbers. So you can see next to another. So in order to achieve that, you just have to come here. Maybe you increase this number to 30 or 40, the number of posts you want to show on your feed. Then you come to, for each post in the feed, you don't want to show all the content on the feed. So you want to show excerpt. Excerpt like this. They can click on read more to go ahead and read more. So you leave it at excerpt. So visibility, tick this. If you tick this, search engine will not be able to index your website, and that will be bad for your website. So I believe you understand what I'm trying to explain under this reading settings.
Yes.
All right. So let's save changes. If you come to discussion, this is where you set moderation for your comments, email. Let's leave this one. You don't really need to disturb yourself much. If you come to your media, you can see some basic size for your media uploads. Leave these settings as it is. Then come to permalinks. This is a very important one, permalinks. So make sure permalinks is post name. And I will explain that to you now. If you use cost structure, the meaning of that is they will be showing you different things that doesn't really make sense on the address line. For instance, if you look at this Linda Ikeji, right? If I click on see more, look at the permalinks here. The permalinks for this is after the website, you have the year, the month, the post name. This is the post name. Are you seeing it? This is the year. I'm trying
Yes.
to break down these permalinks. This is what we call permalinks. Good. So this is the website address. This is the year. This
Yes.
is the month, and this is the post title. This is ICPC arraigned professor over 40,000 bribe. If you go down, you will see it here. You see, this is the post title. Now, for for good SEO and for a website that you are just building, this is not the best way to go about it. So you need to go for the option of. So this is the option that I think, okay, this is the option they were using. They were using month and name. This is the website address. This is the year. This is the month, and this
Yes.
post name. So this is the set.
Different.
Yes. So good. So this is the setting that Linda Ikeji is using on our website. But the recommending, the meaning of that is after your website, then the post name will follow. This one is easy to remember, is easier to share. People can easily know where they are going when they click on the link. So let it be on post name, not any other one. Then click on save changes. Good. So these are the big settings that you need to do when getting started with your WordPress. Any question? Any question?
No.
All right.
No.
So now let's start building our website. So let's start building our website. So we start from appearance and we go to themes. So currently this is the theme we have here, and this is how our website currently looks like. So I don't want this. I want to change this. So what I will do now is I will go to add name. Okay. So after clicking on add name, you will see different other themes. You have over 4,000 themes you can choose from. This is the current one we are using, 2020. This is the one we deleted. You have other ones. You have Astra, Hello Elementor, Ocean WP. Now, if you want to see how the website looks like, you can just preview them. You can preview it. Okay. So this is a preview. Now, this is not looking like the full site, but okay, let me do it like this. Let me see if I can. Okay, it's showing text only here. So some of them used to give us links where you can check the demo of the website. But this particular thing is not showing links to check the demo site. So there's nothing we can do about that. So let's preview this Ocean WP. So now if you look down now, you will see, please look down, you will see this HTTP, sorry, check the demos to realize that it's the only thing you will ever need. So this is the demos. So demo is just to give of how the website is. Check the demo of that theme, how the theme looks like. Okay, so it's loading. So these are sample demos of how that website looks like, of how that themes look like. So if you click any of it, see demo, it will allow you to see the way the website will look like after you have installed it. So this is how the website will look like after you have installed the, so this is how it will look like after installing the theme called Ocean WP. Now, I won't want to bother you so much about this. When you are having your own project, you can take your time, look into different kind of themes. But now, let me show you how to actually search for theme that matches what you want to do. So that is what matters now. So you come to feature filter because you have a lot of themes to bother. You have a lot of themes here. So you want to start scrolling down, scrolling down, scrolling. So just come to feature filter. Then which kind of theme are we looking for? We want to build a portfolio website. So I will just click on portfolio and I will click apply filters. So the meaning of that is all the suggested themes that I will be having, they will be themes that have been designed for portfolio. So you can see before we have over 4,000 results, now we have like 1,657 results. So they have reduced the number. So now you have different teams here. You can see this one, digital marketing expert. So this is a team for who wants to become who is a digital marketing expert that you can use. So this is another team, pathway, 7blog, and a lot of them. Okay, so now I will just go ahead, pick a team, and we make use of that. But before I do that, let me do something here. Okay, let's proceed. So let me search for a theme called Neve, Neve, Neve. So one thing you should also pay attention to when installing your theme is that you want a theme that is fast and that is light. So I'm going to install Neve. I've used Neve before, and it's very light and fast. You can use Neve, you can use Astra, you can use Ocean WP. These are recommended. So these ones are the recommended themes that have been, personally, I have used them and they have worked fine. You can use Hello Elementor. But for now, let's start with Neve. So this is the theme that we want to use for now. Okay, are you still with me? Sorry. Sorry about that. Okay, so let me proceed. Let me go back my tab. Okay. So you are welcome back. So I have installed a particular theme. So let me show you how I did that again. So you just click on add new, search themes, and I decided to search a theme called Neve. So I'm able to do that because I've been working with WordPress for long. So I already know some themes that are very good. And I said, one thing to consider when installing your theme is how fast the theme is. Don't go for themes that will be heavy on your site. So that's why it is highly recommended that when selecting especially making use of free themes, you can use Nev, you can use Astra. We have Astra, ASTR. These are good themes that you can make use of. This is Astra. Then you can make use of what we call Ocean WP. So Ocean WP is also a very good theme for WordPress. Here is it, Ocean WP. This is Ocean WP, and install it. Okay, so let's proceed. I installed the one I want to use, which is Nev. With this Nev now, you have to activate it. After installing anything, you activate. Activated it, and you can see this has been removed. So I can delete this now. Anything you are not using, just remove it. So this is my new theme. If I go to my website now and I reload this page, okay, sorry, I've stopped sharing my entire screen. Okay, let me do that again so that I won't be going back and forth. So let me share my entire screen for you. Okay, so this is how like now after we have installed the new theme called Nev. You can see Nev powered by WordPress. All right, so now congratulations, Nev is now installed and ready to use. We've assembled some links to get you started. So try one of our ready to use starter sites, or go to the theme settings, return to your dashboard, something like that. Okay, now you might wonder that this is what we are seeing as a sample, but this is what we are seeing on our website. That is because we've not installed the demo. So after you have installed your theme, you might want to go ahead and install the demo so that you can have something to start with in creating your website. So just as you have it here, you click on Nev options. Just follow what we are doing. Click on Nev options. So you will see starter sites. You will see template cloud. You will see different kind of here. Now, the only thing you need is your starter site. So go to starter sites. So after you have done that, you have to install and activate. So in order to be able to import any site from Nev, you will need to have the cloud template and pattern collection plugin active. So this plugin they are talking about now will help you to be able to make use of any of their starter sites. So starter sites are just like a template that they have created making use of this thing called Nev. So install and activate. Okay, so we have done that. And now you have different kind of websites that you can make use of here. So you can see different websites for you. Now you can go up here and click on Elementor based on the web builder you want to use. Okay, so it seems like all their Elementor starter sites is in the pro version. So the only thing they have on the free version is the Gutenberg. So Gutenberg is basically your web builder. Oh, I've not talked about web builder. Good. So we have what we call web builder. Web builder are just your uh, okay. So web builder are what you use in building a WordPress website. It will help you to do your designs. It will help you to be able to bring in, look, to drag and drop, just to be able to change some things on your website. So they call it web builder. So we have different kind of web builder. You have Gutenberg, you have Elementor, you have Breezy, you have Bifa, you have Divi, you have Tribe. But we we will be making use of Elementor web builder. So now I have a challenge here now. And the challenge is that we want to make use of Elementor, but the Elementor starter sites that are available here are premium. So that means we cannot make use of this theme because we will not be able to use Elementor on theme. For not be able to use Elementor on the theme, they need to make it available for us for free. But they are saying premium here. So now what we will do is to go ahead back to our themes and we delete that theme. It's that simple. So, but before you delete it, there is no way you can delete all your themes. So you firstly add one, you add new. So I will come to my Astra. So I want to install another theme called Astra, and I will install this. So now you see the reason why I deleted that theme. So it's another thing you should consider when, so I will activate that when choosing your theme. Make sure your theme can work with your web builder. So the web builder that I prefer is Elementor, but the first theme we picked is not allowing me to make use of Elementor on their free version. So since that is not possible, I have to delete them and use another one. So Astra now comes with dozens of ready-to-use starter templates. So if I go back to my website, if I reload, I should not have something like this again. So this is how my website looks like now because I'm making use of Astra. All right, so let's get started. So it also comes with its own starter template. Thank you. Just go to my, so you select your page builder. I'm using Elementor. Always use Elementor. So portfolio. Okay. Sorry. Let's see this. Okay. Something is wrong here. Exit to dashboard. Let's see what's going on. Let's remove this. Let's go back to appearance. Let's go to starter templates. Okay. So it was not loading before, that's why. I wonder. So element, good. So sorry about it, was actually not loading before. I was wondering what's going on. So we want to build a portfolio. So come to personal site, portfolio and CV. Let's search for portfolio and CV if we can find any. So anywhere you see premium, don't bother yourself. That means you have to pay. So let's just get one that can give us what we want and still is free. So when you are working for clients, you might purchase premium teams since they are going to pay for the job. So let's just check one out. So I'm expecting this to load. Okay, so this is how the website. So this is how the website will look like. So this is a personal portfolio website. So I will just go with this. So if you want to start with your own logo, something like that, just upload it. But we are not yet ready for that. Let's just keep and continue. So you can choose your font color. If this is what you want, or you want this, you can see it's changing the colors. If you want cyan, if you want blue, you can pick any color that you prefer. If you want this, if you want yellow, and want their default colors. So we go with cyan now. So I prefer cyan. So you can change your font, clear flare, open sans. I don't like open sans. So these are different combination that they have here. So I prefer Poppins. So I prefer this. I just like my own website to be simple. Let me check Montserrat. No. Hello. Hello, are you still with me? Let me check this. Open sans. No. So sorry, I'm trying to I want to see the okay, let me just go with this. Montserrat and Lato. I think I prefer this. Okay, so continue. My name is Yola. So let me give them my email. I know what I'm doing. Okay, so this will install the website, the templates on your website. So submit and build my website. All right, so that will take some time. Maybe we should take a break while this is being carried out. So currently I'm installing I'm trying to install the website. And okay, my website is done now. The starter template has been installed. So congratulations, your website is up and ready. So that is done. View our website now. So you can see the starter template that I installed on the website, and you can see it has been installed. So this is the starter template. So now I can edit all this. Oh, sorry, you are not seeing what I'm sharing. I swear. Sorry about that. Sorry. Let me reshare it. So this is the website now, and you can see yolakitaro.com.ng. So we've installed the theme and this template of that theme that matches what we want to achieve. We've installed it on our website, and this is what we have now on our web pages. So if you make a search for this website now, this is what you will see. Yeah, so that's how to install your theme. Now let's go back to our dashboard. So let me take us back to our dashboard and let's get started. Sorry, let me log in back to our dashboard. So I'll be sharing my screen again. Share entire screen. Okay, we are back on our dashboard. We've installed our theme already. Now, having installed the themes, some plugins would have been installed with the theme. That is normal thing, because since we have imported a website, a template website into our site, some plugins will have been automatically installed to make the website to work. So you can see our plugin side dashboard now. It has been filled with some templates. You can see starter template, Elementor. You can see template patterns collection, WP forms light. All these are to make that website the template you installed to function very well. So let me just do a recap of the steps so that you can get what we are doing. So if you have a pen and a book, you might want to write that also. I don't think I need this again. Okay, so these are the three things I need for now. Hello, sorry about that. Okay, so let's recap the steps. The first thing we did was to carry out some settings on our WordPress dashboard. Then we move on to our appearance, and under the appearance, we install a theme called Astra. And after installing the Astra, we installed the suggested starter templates. After installing the suggested starter templates, we moved on to select a template that fits our need. So I can show you that now under starter templates. Just to do a recap, because I know web design, especially at the beginning like this, it can be too overwhelming. It can look like a magic. So since we know what we want to do, I've already selected Elementor here. That is the web builder I want to use. And I'm creating a personal site. And that personal site is a portfolio site. So I will just click on portfolio. So there are suggestions that came up, and I decided to click on personal portfolio just to get started. You can click on this also. If you click on this, you will see sample of how it looks like. Then you can go ahead. You can import your own logo from this stage, but we do that later. So you just need to skip and continue. You can select any color you want, and you can even change them and update them later. So you can pick any font combination you want. Then you click on continue, and you will install your website. Arrived at that point of having this on our website. I believe that is simple enough, and that is okay. All right, so how do we go about this website? Currently, this website is having two home pages, two about pages, two portfolio pages, two contact pages. And that was because, we firstly installed Nev. Nev comes with their own pages also. So I will go ahead, delete that, and we get a new thing here. Okay, so let's go back. Let's go back. Let's exit to dashboard. So I'm back on my dashboard. So I want to stop sharing for some seconds. Let me take let me take water. I'm thirsty, and I will join you again in a few minutes. So let me take water. I'm coming. All right. I'm back now. So far we have been able to install our theme. So let me take more water. We've been able to install our theme. We've been able to install our starter template so that we can have something to work with as we start. So now let's go ahead. Let's edit our website. Okay. So I will go back to share my screen now. So here we are. So this is how my website looks like at the moment. 2 home pages, 2 about pages, all of them. So I'm going to go to my pages. And I'm going to remove some of the pages that I don't need. So I will trash this. I will trash this also. This is the second about. Contact 2. I will trash this. Portfolio 5, trash this. Yeah, I will come to my trash, empty trash, and that's all. Go to my pages again. I have just 4 pages. I will come to my websites and I will reload. So you can see we now have the 4 pages. Good. Now this place, we call it your menu. This is your menu list at the header area. This is your header. So this is your call to action, hire me. You can come down. We have what we call your footer. This is the footer. And this is another call to action. Okay. So if I click on about, you will see the about page. This is about me. Front end, back end, download CV. What my client says about me. Stay in touch with me. Then my portfolio. You can see my portfolio. What service you will get from me. Web design, digital marketing, all those things. Okay. Then if you want to contact me, you can contact me through this medium. I've not worked on the form, so the form will not show here. Okay, beautiful. Then hire me. This link has not been connected. So that's the whole website for now. So how do we edit this? This is not me. So how do I put my own image here? How do I change all these things? Okay, so to do that, come back to your dashboard and let's do some things. Let's start from our home page. Let's see how you edit your home page. So you edit with Elementor. Don't forget I said we are making use of a web builder called Elementor. So maybe I should show you what Elementor is all about. Let's go to their website. Elementor. Let's see. Let them tell us who they are. They are the one that can tell us more about themselves. So you can see create websites, design your future. So they give you drag and drop opportunity with website creation, widget, pixel perfect design, one platform, unlimited web creation, something like that. Portfolio and CV, you can see. So it's just a web builder. That's just it. Helping to enhance WordPress. Then professional workflow, advanced web creation. It's a beautiful web builder and I highly recommend it. So currently we are making use of the free version. We have the pro version also, which you can go for if you want to, which I also highly recommend. I highly recommend because there are some things you might not be able to do with the free version. So you have the $49 per year for one pro website, then $199 per year for 25 pro websites, and like that on your need. But for now, you can get started Elementor for free. Just click on get started and you'll be able to download Elementor. But you don't need to go through this maze to download Elementor. Just come to your plugins, come to plugin. We already have it, you can see it here. But if you don't have it, just click on add new, search plugins, and click for Elementor. Search for Elementor, sorry. And here you have it, Elementor. Then you will now move on to activate it. Okay. So for now, we have that. Let's go back to our pages. Let's start editing our website. This website, let's start from here. I want to edit this picture, this thing you have here. Can we go? Let's go. So home, edit with Elementor. So if we can edit our home page today, we will continue from there next time. It's almost 12. So our class ends by 1. Okay. So I'm waiting for Elementor to load the home page. Here we are. So this is the home page. Let me give you a walkthrough of Elementor. This we call it navigator, and you can use it to locate different sections of your website. You can see it. It takes you to different sections of the website. You can hide a section, you can add the section. Okay, so that's your navigator. I always close it. Then by the left hand side, you have your widgets. You can make use of different widgets, which we are going to be using as we proceed. Widgets are just, we have your text widget. This is a text widget. This is an image widget. So that's what they call it. Instead of calling it a text box like in PowerPoint, we call it text widget. That's the lingo in web design. So this is an image widget. This is text. This is text. This is icon. This is an icon. This is an icon. This is test, this is test, this is test. I believe we can get that. Okay, so now let's start editing this website. Let's get out of here. So just click on it. It's as simple as that. Just click on any of the tests, and you can see I'm a web developer. This BR simply means break. This is a programming language. So it means you want to break the line. So you don't want it to continue to start on another line. So that's the meaning of that BR. So I'm a web developer. No, I'm not a web developer. I'm a digital marketer. So I'm a digital marketing. I'm a digital marketer. So I don't want this to come down like this. So I will later edit it. Then my name is Iyola Akintaro. That's my name. Now, but before I do all this, I might want to come here, click this site setting, then come to my global colors. This is the color I want. So why is it showing me this red and blue of a thing? Okay, let me see my global fonts. What's my primary font? My secondary font, no. Okay, let's check this. Okay, no. This is the styling. So I really want to change all this, but I don't know why. These are the things I want. These accents. Okay. Sorry, I'm waiting for this to load. Okay. So this is still showing those colors. So I will do something about it later. It might be due to my customization. Okay. So let's do that. Let me just update this. I'll come back to it. So how do you exit out of this place? Just come here, click exit to dashboard. So I want to go and change my global fonts. I don't want to be changing fonts for every editing. I want to change the global font and the global color. Okay, I don't need this. Just come to my website here. If I reload this, I should have this. You see, I'm digital marketer, Iyola Kitaro. But I don't want this. I don't want this. So what I will do is customize. So it's a long class. Sorry about that. We will see what will happen. Okay. So let me share my screen again. So let's come to global. my global color. So this is where I need to come and change things. I don't want this. So I'll copy this. I will edit this. What am I doing? I want to come and copy this. I want this to be here. Mhm. Sorry. I want to copy this S code. I've copied it. Then I want to come back here, edit this and paste it here. Beautiful. That's what I want. Then my link color. Okay. I want green. I want green. So I want something like that. Is it link or button? Let me see. Okay. This is okay. This has not changed yet. Let me publish this first. I'll see what is going on over that place. Let's come to buttons. So this is where we are going to change it now. Yeah, beautiful. So I prefer something greenish. Okay. So I just love it like that. Let me copy this screen. Leave the border radius. It's okay like that. Or you can increase it if you want to increase it to something like this. So the over should be red. Leave it like that. So you can see how I'm editing these things. My button font. Let it inherit. I'm okay. But I want to change this, so I'll come and change it. My typography, my H1. Let me change this H1. This is H1. Or I just come here, change it directly from here. I don't like this. I don't like this either. I don't like this. I think I like this. So I'm okay with this. This is TM serif display. Work sans. So I like this. I prefer this. No, let's go with this. So I'm okay. I'm okay with this. Okay, this is okay. So now I can publish it. So all these lines, these ones, I will still change them when I'm editing the website. I'll change all this when editing the website. Okay. So now I want to come to my colors. Sorry, my buttons. I want to get this color. I want to copy. So I've copied that. So I want to keep that somewhere. So that's how to build websites. You keep your color code because you will need it as you proceed. So this is the color code for the website. This is my green color. I think that's the only color I changed. So the other ones remains the same. This is the red over color. I've copied it. I'll put it here. This is the red over. So it's good you have those things. You keep them like that so that when you need them. So this is the theme color, the blue. This is the blue color. I'll copy it, paste it. This is the cyan color for the website. Then the heading color, that's the H1. So the heading color. So you might need them sometimes as you are building your website. So you don't need to be going back and forth. It's good you get them on ground now, especially when I want to start editing these guys. So I want to change the colors to what I want. Okay, so I've done that. I am good to go now. Good to go. So I've published it. So I can exit out of this place. So this is my website now. And this is how it's looking. You can see I've changed all the button and I've changed the over to red. So that makes more sense. Good. I will change all this now. I will proceed. So edit with you can go from here to click edit with Elementor. So I'll be rounding up very soon. We can continue next time, but I want us to do some things on this home page. So you've seen how I customized the overall website look to match my own brand color. Okay, so let's come back to this place. I don't like how this is looking. I want to increase the size of this. So come to my style, come to typography, and let's increase the size. Okay, so I think I like that now. Good. So this is better now. I'm digital marketer, Iola Akintaro. I think I prefer Iola Akintaro, digital marketer. So I think I would prefer because digital marketer is not me. My identity is not in what I am doing. My identity is in who I am. So I will change this to Iola Akintaro. So let's change this. Let's change this content. So that's me. That's how I think. My own identity is not in what I'm doing. So I'm Iola Akintaro. Then you can now have digital marketer. Okay. So digital marketer. Or I say digital marketing expert. So then I have to reduce this. Oh, they are both title. So that's the challenge now. Okay. So the only way I can achieve this, what I want to achieve now, is to break this line. So let me do that. I will delete this, delete this. Then I will duplicate this. Okay. And I will now write here digital marketing expert. And come to my style here, come to my typography, and I can reduce this. So this space is too much. So I can come to advanced, unlink this, then reduce the margin at the top. And I can now check it. So I'm okay with this now. So you can see how I have edited that. It's as simple as that. Then you can put your content here. Then how do I change this image? I click on image, choose image, then I will upload my own image. Now, I don't have any file here yet, unless on just the ones that have been uploaded before through the template. So how do I upload my own file? So you come to select file, then you select the image. So let me go to my, so I will stop sharing now. Let me access my system and pick up a picture to use. And I will show you how to manage your pictures so that your pictures will not be heavy on your system, on your website. Sorry. So let's do that. So there is a website I will access now called Remove BG. So you will need this very well. Remove.bg, sorry. Remove.bg. Let me share my screen to reveal that to you. So remove.bg, as you can see here, remove.bg is just to remove background. So let me drop the image that I want to use. As soon as I dropped it, it removed the background. You can see. Now I can download it. So I've downloaded it. So the next thing I will do is to ensure the image is in the right format for upload. So I will go to a website called convertico.io. So let me show you that. Convertico.io. Convertio.io. So convertio.co is a converter, is an online platform where you can convert files. So I want to convert my image. So I've dragged and dropped it. This is the image that I got from remove.bg. It's in PNG. So I want to convert it to WBP. So WEBP is your web format, and it makes it easier. You can see this is a new format that supports lossless and loose compression quality for images on the internet. The Google company developed this format especially to do work online as quickly and convenient as possible. So it makes it easier for your images to load faster. So that's the essence of that. And that's why I have to take myself through this stress. I need to explain that to you. So you don't just bring in any picture into your website. It will make it heavy. So you convert it to WEPG. So let's convert. You need to watch this video again and again to understand it very well, because I know I'm actually covering a lot of ground in a few seconds. So it has been downloaded. So now I can come back to my Elementor and upload the file. So let me share my entire screen again. So this is where we are. So I will just drag and drop the file here. So drop files to upload. So this is the file. Delete all these things you have at the back. I will put my name, Iola Akintaro. It's important that you put the alt text there also to help search engines to read your website. So it's Iola Akintaro, portrait, and make it descriptive. So this is it. It has been uploaded, as you can see. So this is the image we have on the website now. So now I can decide to increase the size if I'm not too okay with what I'm seeing. You can change the alignment, even though that is not having much effect because of the size of the image. So the image is not too big. So all these ones are not having effect. So let's just leave it as normal. And you can style it if you want to style it. But this is not too, we don't really encourage this. We don't really encourage this. But if that is what you want to increase the size, you can do that. You can see it's getting bigger. You don't encourage this because it will have effect on your website. So don't do that. Just leave it. And sorry, I'll bring it back. So it looks, yeah, I think this is better. So let's see how it looks now. Okay. So this is the image we have inserted. Leave that now. Before, what do we have before? Let me check how it looks before. So this is what we have before. So the image can be made bigger so that we can see much of the face. You get it? So I want to go ahead and do that also. I don't want something like this. So I can edit the picture to feel very well. That's what we are saying. So then you can make use of the right size. So to achieve that, let's go to canva.com and let me get this. So close this, go back to your contents, click on choose image. So let me get the size of this image. My own is 500 by 500. You can see their image here is 645 by 925. This is how to know the size of images so that you can make use of it when you are doing your design. So 645 by 925. 645 by 925. Create a design. If you don't know how to use Canva, just follow. It's very simple. 645 by 925. Yes, I'm right. Let me check again. 645 by 925. Good. So create a new design. Close this. I don't want to open much tab. So I want to resize that image so that I can have something huge and something that fills space. So let me return back this. See, I have, because of something I have done here, that's affected everything. You can see it. So what I will do now is, no, it's not what I want to do. Come back to my history. So come back to this. Okay, so come back to this, update it. Good. You see how I returned back to how the image was before? Just click on history. Good. So click on the image again. You can see this has returned to the normal one. Come to content, choose, you can see it's there. So now let me bring in my image, upload, drop the image here. Sorry, I was opening Photoshop in the background before. Okay, I can click this now. So I can reshape this to anything I want. You can see how I'm shaping it. I think this is okay now. Okay, this is okay. So now I can go ahead and download it. So I did this because some of us, we can't use Photoshop. So you might not be able to use Photoshop. So Canva is easier and it's faster. Okay, I've downloaded the image. So let me go back to my remove BG and upload another image. So I come to my downloads. So this is the recent one I uploaded. So it's removing the background for me. So this is it. Now I can download it. This will ask me to be signing up or something like this. I don't want that. Just click on download. So this is okay. I can come back to my downloads. I want to rename this. So when uploading website images to websites, try to use a descriptive file name to make your work, and it will help the SEO of your website. So let's come back to this place. Let's convert more files. Then let's bring in the image. To what? To image WebP. Okay, you can now convert. So beautiful. You can download it now. So I've downloaded it. I can go back to my Elementor, upload file, bring this in. Okay. So I've done that. I can change the alt text. Insert media. So now you can see it fits in as that other one. And it's just like the other one. So the only thing I just need to do is to get an image that has high resolution to make it better. So that's the front page. So we proceed to about me. I put the content. So I want to stop here so that you can have more time to work on it. So now let me go back to my local host. So let's check the local host back. This class is almost more than 2 hours already. This is 2 hours and 2 minutes. Awesome. So let's go back to our local host. Let's see the website we installed on our local host. Everything we have been doing all this while has been on an online host. So let's see. Let's see if we can achieve that on a what now? So the reason why I decided to be using the online host version is because I want you to I'm connected to internet, and there is no way I can be streaming without the internet. So, and the local host, from my experience with it, it used to slow down when you are connected to internet. But when you are not connected to internet, I think it's faster. I don't know why. So let's share. This is the local host. This is the student portfolio we created, student portfolio website we created at the beginning. You can see the database. Permit me to. So you can see the database for the website. You don't need to bother yourself about this for now. So when you have installed your website, this is what you will see. Make sure you come here under SSL, click on trust, click on this. You will receive a notification to trust it. Just go ahead and do that. Click on yes, trusted. Then come here, activate one click admin, so that as soon as you click on WP admin, you will be directed to your website straight. You don't need to be entering any login details. Okay, having done that, we can now go to our WordPress dashboard. So this is hosted on your site, on your desktop. This is hosted on your computer. So you don't need to bother yourself about hosting. So it will open on your Chrome. So it's loading the dashboard now. Okay. So as you can see, just like we started, this is the website. So I can off this, off this, off this, off this, off this, and off this. Hide this. If you go to your posts, you won't see anything there, because this time around, if it's an online host, they will bring their junks. But this is your own thing. So the only thing you will see there is the hello world. Because if you go to your website now, you will see that hello world that we used to see. So for me, you can see this is the hello world that you will see. This is hosted 100% on my computer. So let's trash this. I don't need it. and come to trash, select it, just empty trash. Okay, move down to pages. Let's see if you have any page here. Okay, we have some page here. Move to trash, apply. So delete them. Do you have any comments? No comments. Do you have any plugins? No plugins. Let's check the themes. So we have these two themes. So these ones can go. It's as simple as that. All these things have been carried out on my system. These ones can go. Okay. Users. I'm the only user here. So this is the user. Let's come to settings. Okay. This is just another WordPress. So no. So this is the student portfolio. Now this, I will change it to HTTPS because I've already activated the SSL. Anyone can register. They start on Sunday. I think we are good to go. Save changes. Okay, so you will be asked to relog in. What's the password now? I think this is student ASA or ASA student, sorry. I can check it. Wait, oh, let me see what I'm sharing. Jesus. Sorry, please, sorry, please, sorry, please. I have not been sharing what I've been doing. I've only been sharing my local since. So let's go back. This is local. I'm actually doing some, oh, sorry. Hey, can I go back now? I cannot. So let me just log in first. ASA student. And what's the password? I believe I got that right. Okay, the password is not correct. What's the password now? So that's the password you enter while you are setting up your, no, no. Oh, so what's my password now? Okay, I should be able to check that. Okay, if you cannot remember that, then you can just make use of this to gain access. It's redirecting me to this place again. Okay, I will get it now. Hmm. Ah, so now I can't remember my password again. I think this should work. Let's see. This ought to work normally. Okay. Hey, for that to work, I need to I might need to shut down my internet so that it will not be redirecting back to WordPress. Okay, but I will do something about it now. Let's see if we can locate it. This is the site. So this is because I'm connected to internet. So that's why I don't want to use internet, because internet will be redirecting me back to the real WordPress website. These people are lying. Oh. My password is correct. Oh. Okay, let's see. So that's why I did not want to connect to the internet and do that local host, because sometimes logging in, if you want to log in with your local host, it's preferable you are offline so that it can get the data from your system files, because the database for your login is in your system. So when you are connected to the internet, it will be trying to connect to WordPress database, and that will not be working out. So that's the challenge I've been having. So I want to settle that now, and I can't disable my internet unless I will stop this live streaming. Okay, so but you have seen it. You've seen it that it works. That's how to host your website. If you want to create another one, you just need to click the plus sign, create a new site, continue, put the name of the website there, and you will get your hosting. So that's all for today. That's where we'll be stopping. So we stop here today and we continue from there. Thank you very much, and God bless.